What's going on, everybody? All right, so we have market open in about 12 minutes. And if I'm being completely honest, bro, this pre-market has been absolutely butt. Like, it's just been butt. Butt. Look at the overnight range that we're stuck in, bro. I hate that. I hate that we're stuck in that range. I honestly don't know what to expect. We're below the weekly VWAP. We're below previous day's New York VWAP, but we're pinching between the daily and these two VWAPs, and it just doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look pretty. We could pop lower, pop higher. If I wanted just to make a for fun guess, kind of hope we move higher, but again, could also move lower. The sideways action has not been fun. We've been kind of like stuck in this like little price range for quite a while now. We're not gonna make the same mistake as we did yesterday of fading the intraday trend and intraday VWAP. We kind of put too much focus in the higher time frame. Yeah, we got to focus on the current price action, the most recent price action, as Thomas Kello was pointing out in his video. So we're gonna try to follow that, and we're gonna stay true to that, so that way we don't get caught picking bottoms or tops, vice versa. But yeah, man, we're gonna jump into this thing. We have market open in 10 minutes and see how we want to pan out. I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. Down, sing praise. I'm making a tweet real quick just to see if I can get some views on this stream. As Weekend Trader, I'm about to have a good day. All right, sweet. We step up, sweet. Oh Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world to my head. You're always better. Oh, oh. You're always better. Oh, you're always better. Oh, oh. Mm, should be smooth. All right, so we have some news coming out. We had I have no idea what core PCE is, price index. I wonder what that is. Wait, so we had some news come out at oh, okay, so yeah, that's the same personal income month over month. It's that bullish came over higher than expected, which I guess is bullish because then I guess the personal people are making more, I guess. US real personal consumption month over month, it's lower than expected. Which again, I don't know if that's like better or I guess it's better. I mean, it's highlighted green in financial news, so probably better. Oh man, this choppiness, bro, sucks. We have Trump speaking at 1 o'clock. Fed Bosick speaking at 12. So we're gonna be done by then. We're not gonna be trading after that. We're pretty much gonna be done for all the major news. It's a Friday. We're gonna be trading with VWAP, but honestly, the pre-market does not look pretty at all. It looks really just sideways, which is not great. So we're gonna have to, if we want to take a trade, we're gonna have to identify the support and resistance so that way we don't get caught up buying right in the middle or selling right in the middle, right? We have to try to really kind of get in at a good spot. What's up, Jose? Colonga, what's up, man? Colunga. How come you're tuning in on YouTube instead of a X this time? Welcome, my brother. Today we're not gonna make the same mistake, bro. We're going to not fight VWAP, but I mean, dude, I mean, do you see this sideways price action, bro? Like, it does not look pretty. Look at that, bro. That's such a ugly, ugly pre-market, man. Overnight pre-market session does not look good. Does not look good, bro. So let's see how market opens. We have market open in about 5 minutes. Gotta see, man. What I got my family, Jesus, and my health. Nothing else. Nothing else. Bigger screen? Okay, that's what's up. Cool, cool, cool. I got you, bro. Yeah, man. But what are you looking for today, Jose? Like, I don't know, man. Because this price action, I don't know. How do you feel about this price action, bro? I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people say, like, okay, whenever you do have like these like big moves overnight, right? Typically, like, you'll see a lot of chop in the New York session. But I can also like kind of like recall times to where we had very sideways overnight, and then the morning, like the first hour or 2 hours, dude, in the New York session is ugly chop, man. And then you might have like a crazy pop, but it's just like still, it's like, do you want to be in that price action, bro? It's just so ugly, bro. Honestly, this month in general, bro, has just been ugly for me personally, man. Like, look at the hourly chart. Since like for the past from the 30th, literally to the 15th, for like the last 15 days, bro, I just feel like price action has not really been the best. Like, don't get me wrong, we've obviously had some good days, but it's just, I don't know. With a higher time frame, just looking like this, kind of like sideways, is not nice in my opinion, you know? Not really liking this and not being picky. Yeah, yeah, same here, bro. I kind of want to be a little bit more picky too, man. Because like this little run up was like really nice to trade, right? Also kind of like this was also kind of nice to trade just because you could like also see the higher highs, higher lows. Like this looks kind of like a bit more messier, right? Than compared to, let's say, like, I don't know, this chop, for example, or like this chop, right? Like, I don't know. It's just been tough, man. Recently has been like pretty tough. Can't lie. This downtrend was pretty nice to trade though. Got some really clean price action. Remember those days to where like market off open would just drop, and you know you could catch some nice moves. That was a pretty cool experience to trade during this time in March. And then once we got into April, I mean, we just kind of had that nice little bull run. And then, yep, we got that nice little bull run. And then April was pretty nice. April was like my best month, especially like the end of April. Like this from here to like, you know, the end of April, bro, that was a really nice little run. Honestly, made my week, to be honest. I mean, made my month. Like straight, like here, let me pull up you do all accounts. Yeah, this month has been tough, dude. Like here, let me show you from compared to this month, right? We have this month, which is May, right? And then we have last month, which is so much better, dude. Like look at how I ended May, bro. Green, 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 red, green, 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 green. Like, bro, that is crazy. May was, I mean, April was like an insanely easy month for me. Um, and then March was all right, you know. February was I cooked. I started off really good February and then just cooked it. January, not a ton of trading days. I can't remember exactly why, but I think we did have some like choppiness in January, so I kind of like just was a little patient trading in January. December, it's all right. November was a terrible month. October, bro. September was pretty nice. October was dope. I mean, August was dope. July was literally a fantastic month. It was such an easy month. I remember last July, bro, when the market just kept making all-time highs every week, and as long as you hit the buy button, you'd made money. Like July 2024 was probably the easiest month I've ever traded. Um, and that's when I was like still like I had no idea what I was doing, for real. And I was still making money. So that you know it was easy. Like last summer was very easy. You know, last May was also pretty easy too. You know, this time around is not the same. It is not the same whatsoever. You know, but I trade best when trends. I mean, we can literally see the months and we can like go back to these months to where we had nice trends, bro. August, we had such a nice downtrend. July, we were hitting all-time highs like every single week, bro. Every like bang, bang, bang. As long as you hit the buy button, you made money in July, you know? But this time around, let's see, man. I don't know. I feel like we're setting ourselves up for like a pretty crazy move. You know, like I'm not bearish, bro. Like I'm not like too, but like yeah, we may get some bearish price action, right, to come retest the start of year VWAP that's down here. But that's just to fill that gap. As soon as we fill this gap, man, I think we're gonna take off. That's just my thought process. But obviously, I'm not, you know, trying to just marry that bias. I'm just looking at the charts, right? You know, um. Anyway, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's just I'm just trying to figure out. You know, price obviously doesn't have to absolutely fill this gap right here. But I know that it wants to, and it would make sense if it does, because we can see this as a breakout of the year-to-date VWAP. And maybe sometime next month, July, later on the summer, we may want to get a nice pullback to fill this gap, but also to retest the start of your VWAP, right? Because this is the start of your VWAP from 2025, so January 2nd, right? Start of the new year. And we broke out, and we could obviously, you know, come back down and retest it. But these daily bars, like this, like for the last couple of days, bro, for the last 15 days, dude, since the 15th, it's just been really ugly price. Like, look at this daily candle. All these daily candles are stacked. I hate that. The best thing to trade is when the daily candles are like moving. They're separating, right? Look at that nice downtrend, sexy uptrend, nice pullback. This ride up, dude, in April was so nice, bro. So nice, right? And then obviously in December, it was kind of like sideways, right? November, like an amazing run up, especially November. Like November was really nice. Nice push up during when Trump was elected. A little pullback, amazing, but at least we're moving though. We're moving, right? It's really good, nice to see when prices like moving. It's really nice to see when prices moving. Never traded in 2023. I started trading. Well, no, I did. I did. I just had no idea what I was doing. But I wasn't trading like seriously though. I'd like look at the charts here and there. But yeah, I mean, it's just for the last 15 days, bro. It's just been look, just sideways. We're not getting any type of movement. I want to see kind of like, some movement. So it's interesting to see if like I can definitely see price setting us up to kind of like pull back just looking at the daily, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm gonna go ahead and add this. I'm gonna go take a screenshot of this and add it to my journal because I definitely want to like kind of like just keep this image in mind because there's going to be another time to where we see in the future, maybe in a couple years from now, to where we see in a day or a set of days that are very identical to the conditions that we have right now in the market, right? Jose said might get off soon, have a small job to do, but it's still beyond a bit more. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, if you need to go, bro, no problem. I will catch you later. Hope you have a great weekend, man. Hopefully if the market wants to do something, we can, catch some nice moves. But if not, then, you know, start your weekend off early, bro. But if we catch you later on after you're done with your job, bro, that's awesome. But right now it's nothing, bro. It's just sideways, dude. Just sideways price action. Not the prettiest. We have market open. So it's going to switch to regular trading hours. We have no gap to fill. See if we want to move lower. I want to be a bit cautious because again, like, dude, we've literally been moving sideways. Amen to the promises I say. Amen. Amen. All God's people say. Amen. All right. I gotta start having some guests, more guests. We had Clay for the last 2 days, and it was awesome trading with Clay. Um, but I want to have some more guests. We're gonna have some more guests eventually. I needed to go through a week of streaming to test some things out, and now I can actually have some guests. Only took that one trade yesterday, lost so across 2 accounts, but didn't hit those shorts on my instant funded after seeing structure form. Yeah, I think the thing about yesterday, dude, is like Thomas, and I tagged you too, with Thomas, dude, on Twitter, is that he made a really good video and he made a really good point of like, even though like the higher time frame is like telling us that we're obviously trending higher, you kind of should like if you're day trading and you're scalping specifically because we're scalpers, right? You should really be like paying attention to like the most recent price action, the most recent trend. Like it's good to like pay attention to the high time frame to like understand where okay buyers and sellers can step in and what like prices are just generally doing. But we can't hold such a strong bias to like that trend because it's not the most recent price action of what's going on. Like even though we're paying higher to higher lows on the 15-minute, we clearly see bearish structure. I mean, we definitely should have been kind of like riding that momentum rather than fighting the short-term momentum. Because at the end of the day, like we're holding a trade for like what, 10 to 30 minutes at most. So we definitely want to, and again, I kind of got caught catching the bottom. But again, like I am only saying that because we lost, but at the same time, there is a valid point as to like what Thomas was talking about, to be honest. So I definitely do kind of like want to shift a little bit back into like my older ways of trading of like just kind of like yeah, keeping the higher time frame in mind, but mainly focusing on that, like what's the most recent price action has been doing, and just seeing if I could just like ride that momentum. And then if the sentiment switches, then okay, cool. You know, and we'd be able to mark off those spots as to where we can kind of assume where the sentiment will switch because of like, you know, what it's done previously in the past. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a huge yeah, it a huge run up, then ran down, but it wasn't looking for another big move up. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. It kind of maybe like ran out of steam or something like that, but you know, it is what it is and it happens. It's part of trading, you know. We live and we learn. One day we're gonna look back at all this and be like, yo, I'm happy that we went through that. Because we learned a lot. But we have the opening range being set in a couple minutes. We still have a couple minutes before the opening range wants to be set, but let's see what price wants to do today. Like I said, the pre-market price action is really choppy, man. So I just want to be very cautious taking a trade, especially if we're gonna be ranging. I kind of want to let structure play out a little bit. I'm gonna be very cautious today. I'm not gonna be overly aggressive and take a trade. So I'm gonna get smoked, especially when pre-market overnight has been incredibly sideways like it is. And then if I just think I'm smarter than the market, I'm gonna get burnt. Right? So let's wait to see if we actually want to trend or if we're just going to be chopping. And if we're chopping, then okay, we'll identify the levels to where we can trade off of. We'll identify like where's support at and where's resistance at, and just seeing which side we want to kind of take. Let's see what type of structure forms. But is anyone in anything? I doubt it, right? I doubt anyone's in anything. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe someone took a short in the open, make some money. Maybe someone took a long in the open and is in drawdown right now. I was down by up my name's Lazarus. No Satan gonna be mad at this. Damn. Push higher a little bit. I'm like, for what? I was stuck. I was down, but now I'm up. I gotta fix my YouTube thing because like that little logo is like kind of covering my face. But I'll fix it after the stream for the next stream. Up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's gonna be patient. We're gonna throw on the opening range. Let's see. We can modify these settings a little bit because I don't like how we're like it has like that white box. Show break signal. No, we don't need show break signal. Yeah, we don't need that either. So I guess once the opening range is set, it'd have the white line, right? Yeah, we'll just like keep this at 20 until we actually see if we get the lines. So we can see the opening range. We're gonna wait till the opening range is actually set. We have 2 more minutes until it's set, so let's be a little patient. Let's wait. So I'ma keep it low key, low key. Once they know me. But price action gets a little boring. We're gonna keep looking at some houses in the Charlotte area. Might look at some things that'll motivate us, some materialistic things that can that we can work for. But man, this market open, obviously open up bearish. But again, the 15-minute structure, dude, is just sideways. So again, we want to approach this with caution, or at least I want to approach this with caution. I don't know what you guys on who are watching kind of wanted to do, but I personally want to just like kind of like wait a little bit just to see some structure build because there's no clear really structure on the 15-minute. We're just cutting through the daily VWAP, just chopping around it, and it looks ugly. So I want to wait until we develop some structure so I can actually have a sense of direction as to where we're going. So we're gonna be chilling. We're going to be chilling. All right, so we have the 15-minute opening range set. We broke towards the downside first. Let's have our feet, have a celebration. Celebrate. Hey, hey, hey. All right, so we kind of like wicked out the downside. I don't think people will really consider a break until we get a 5-minute candle closure outside of the opening range. All right, opening range is set, baby. Let's shout, in a groove. Let's have a celebration. Tap our feet. Oh, just give me 1 second, guys. Let's wait for some structure right now. We're just sideways, man. Like I said, dude, we had such a choppy sideways market overnight. I don't want to rush into anything. We have our opening range levels that we can target. But I just don't want to get chopped up, you know? I just don't want to get chopped up. I know if I wait a little bit, and yeah. All right, so we actually touched the New York VWAP on MNQ, but not NQ, which is yeah, it's been doing that a lot lately. It's been doing it a lot lately. Which I wonder why, man. I want to look up NQ on Project X to see, because I don't know what the heck TradingView has been on lately, but TradingView has been on some stuff. Yeah. So MNQ looks, yeah, okay. Yeah, so we have our first rejection. So let's see if we can close outside the opening range and then come back in, reject it once more, then we can ride lower if we want to go lower. So I think it's very plausible that we can do that. But MNQ has rejected it to New York, but NQ hasn't even touched it. Interesting. You see the price difference right there, which is it's interesting. All right, it's moving lower. Nice. So that's good. I mean, we have some nice downward direction now. So now we have a sense of direction. Now we can look for a short opportunity and then get in later on. But I feel like trading in this is just a straight up gamble, bro. Like you can't tell me that. Like, I don't know. If you were to take this trade, especially on M and Q when the view up was actually touched, I mean, it's kind of a large stop. I just want to cover this. I don't know. It's kind of where's the structure to put your stop? Like if you're going based off structure, I mean, it's like okay, opening range high, then you got to go for another 100 points. You're not even close to hitting your TP. You're not even close to hitting your TP. Like I kind of want some structure before. There's no structure. We're this is just a down slope. You know, you could probably like say, hey, I'm gonna move it here, but it's tough, dude. But we're sliding for sure. So maybe we can find some shorts if we get a nice pullback. Having some structure being built now. ES looks a lot cleaner. I actually touched this New York. Definitely would have took that trade on ES though. ES looks a little bit better, to be honest, to take that short compared to NQ. Let's see if we can find another opportunity to get in. So we hit the first target of the opening range. Pretty cool. Let's see if we get a nice pullback, man. See if we get a nice pullback. So what we're looking for, guys, is a short off the New York VWAP. If MAQ touches it, but NQ doesn't, I mean, we'll still take the short, right? Let's just see if price actually wants to pull back a little bit to give us an opportunity to get in. But we have some structure now being formed. So now we can, pretty much confirm that, hey, we can take a trade now. We have clean, because we didn't have clean structure on the 15-minute chart overnight. So we really have to be patient with this New York Open. You don't want to get caught trading in the chop. Even if you take a short here, yeah, it kind of works, right? But again, like, let's just look, this is sideways. So you're not really getting any information, especially with the 15-minute just looking like this. In my opinion, that's how I see it, right? That's how I see the market. And I don't need to be in that. It's fine. It worked today, but it may not work tomorrow, right? So I've been burnt so many times in the past trying to catch every single move like this, especially when market conditions are not absolutely clear. So I'm okay. The short on ES does look good though, because you have that actual interaction with, okay, like price tries to take the New York, it fails, and you get in, right? Failed breakout, easy, 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 easy trade. You have an actual higher low, or sorry, a lower high right here. Clean structure. You get in short off the break of this candle's low. I mean, easy 1R. The easiest trade. You can even target the 1 level right here on the opening range breakouts. Very easy trade. It looks like on ES is about to present another opportunity to get in. And then Q, maybe not. But ES does look a little nice. As for, yeah, ES does look like it could pull back a bit, and then Q just looks like it's struggling to pull back. So, I mean, hopefully we just get an opportunity to get in. I would love to catch a trade on stream, a winning trade on stream. I would love to catch a winning trade on stream. Made back my loss from yesterday. Hey, nice. Did you take that short with Austin? Mm, 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 mm. I'm alive today. I'm alive today. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, sir. Just reacted today, not predicting. Hey, that's beautiful, bro. Dude, but you see how like ES looks a lot cleaner? Like I was pointing out, like that trade looks so clean on ES, and I would have definitely took it too, but I'm on NQ, you know? NQ, we didn't get the same opportunity. It does not look as clean on NQ. It just looks sideways right here. I would not be comfortable taking that trade on NQ. As for ES, I mean, that thing looks beautiful, bro. Literally beautiful. Oh, look at that news, baby. Come on, pump us a little higher. News. Come on, give us a nice pullback. Like again, like you have another opportunity to get it on ES, but not NQ. I got heaven on my mind, on my mind. I got heaven. Kind of getting a nice breakout on ES, but I could be a failure, you know? NQ is just touched this New York for the first time this entire session. Well, retested it. This is our first retest on NQ, not MNQ. MNQ actually got a retest earlier on. Wow, that's a very bullish news candle, isn't it? Just waiting, sitting and waiting. seeing if our setup presents, seeing if we could fail to hold the New York, see what sellers and buyers do. We just had news, so let the news shake out a little bit. Who knows what's gonna do, man? I want to see like if we fail below the VWAP here, then that'd be pretty cool because then this is like a false breakout. Take a nice little short there. See if we get it. Are we gonna get it? Looks like we got it. I'm gonna go ahead and get in. We're in $89 of risk. Let's see if we want to continue lower. Buyers just step in like wild here. Did we get faked out? Did we get trapped? I don't know. Probably. I'm kind of glad our stop wasn't too tight though. If we break these highs, I'm getting out. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. It's a fine. It's we're down 56 bucks. It's fine. We'll make that back easily. Yeah, this price action is not easy for me yet. We're just gonna be patient and wait before we take our second attempts. Let's just wait a little bit more. Yeah, these buyers are in, bro. This candle, man, this faked me out, dude. Because it's like we break out and then it's like, nope. Okay, we want to go back lower, and it's a nice lower high, but I guess not. Just got faked out right there. But again, we went in light, small paper cut loss. 56 bucks is not. It's nothing. Let's just wait for some clear structure to paint. Not as clear right now. Cutting back above the daily again, just going back into this freaking chop, dude. A good place to get in short. I would love for it to reach the previous day's New York, and then we could just take a short off that. ES price action just looks it's looking to it's almost like it's leading NQ because NQ we got faked out. Check out stocks. What are stocks doing? Stocks cracked higher above its New York. Tesla just made a nice higher low, respecting its New York. Apple cracked above its New York. And Nvidia is still below its New York. $15-minute is sideways, dude. Absolutely sideways. Looks like ES is leading the pair. But man, this is an ugly 15-minute, dude. Is anyone in anything? This thing just the lower time frame looks kind of nice, right? But you have no clear direction on the 15-minute, which is really hard to make a decision because you get faked out like I just did on the lower time frame. We took a trade. We tried to take a short here, but we took a small paper, like literally small. We cut it pretty early, and we were in very light. $56 down. It's not like, dude, we will make that back so easily. So I'm not stressing that at all. But the structure on ES does look a lot cleaner in terms of reactance to VWAPs today. So I'm just going to shift my focus a little bit to ES. Yo, man, can't tune in today, but all the best. Hey, thanks, Wesley, man. Take care, bro. All good. You're not really missing anything anyway, Wesley. Like, dude, look at this 15-minute chart, bro. It's not pretty, so it's all good, brother. Pre-market was also pretty ugly too, so. Cracking higher a little bit here. I'm going to anchor the previous day's new view up here on Top Step X or Project X. All right, so we're right at the previous day's New York. That 15-minute candle right here is absolutely insane. It's kind of hard to short against this, right? But just look at, like, it's just structure, bro. It's just sideways, dude. Like, you may struggle to short against that, but again, you have to just look, okay, like seller step in here, buyer step in down here. It's like just sideways. We have no clear structure yet. Let's see. We may want to reject this, may not. Let's see. What's NQ doing? Oops. NQ hasn't even made it up there yet. Honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think if we don't get a clear reaction on the previous day's New York, I'm just gonna like call it. Because I don't trade well when the pre-market looks like this. I don't trade well when the open is kind of like this too. I'd rather just come back in the afternoon and see if we have some clear structure rather than try to swing heavy in the morning when I don't really have too great of a read, right? So if I don't have a clear reaction off the previous day's New York, well then probably just gonna call it in one stream and have a great weekend, you know? And he hasn't even touched his previous day's New York. Like ES is clearly leading the pack. Clearly leading the pack. So let's just see what we want to do here at the previous days in New York. Let's see. Let's see. Not the cleanest price action day. And now that I'm saying that more and more out loud, I kind of tempted to just like walk away from this. But I also just want to see how price reacts to the previous day's New York. Ooh, No clean structure, man. I'm just tempted to go come back later, bro. Ugh. I don't want to pick this top, honestly. I really don't want to pick this top, and I'm not going to. My most profitable trade, according to TradeZilla, is off the New York. So would it be revenge if I try to just look for a short up here, predicting that it's going to come down to the New York and want to retest? That's what I'm thinking right now. But this thing is just sideways, and the 15 minute is just it doesn't look good yet. It may look better later on in the day. I don't know if we get a clear rejection here, then it's obvious, right? I could go short, but again, dude, with this type of structure on the 15 minute, just doesn't look pretty. So I'm just gonna be patient, just wait, see what's up. Yeah, we're gonna call it early today though. Probably, most likely, most definitely. I hope next week, dude, we don't have we're not like choppy, bro. I hope. Could have taken a nice breakout trade there though on the new VWAP. We're gonna reject the previous day's New York. I'll take a small swing if we do reject the New York, just to try to make back that $56. If anything, like we'll just be down $100 on the day. Let's see how this 2 minute candle closes. I mean, we're definitely like kind of like consolidating here. Seems like we're respecting this level, rejecting the breakout. So I mean, as long as we get that reaction, I mean that's a pretty good sign. So I'll wait for candle closures because look at that. It looked very bearish for a second, and now just flipped right to bullish. That tells me that buyers are still in here trying to take this. You know, we don't want to get faked out. Man, we're just chopping up here, dude. Yeah, man, this I mean, buyers are still in here, so I mean, who knows if they're gonna want to take the previous days in New York or if they're going to be able to. But I mean, I don't want to get in short yet because I mean, sellers haven't showed their hand, and look, now we're looking like we can actually break out and get a candle closure above. And just looking at the 5 minute, also doesn't look too convincing. I mean, look at that run up. We don't want to fight that momentum, right? I don't want to fight that momentum of that strong push higher yet. We do have the week today view up above. I don't know. Are sellers gonna want to step in here or are they not? Yeah, let's play some Hovey, man. Let's play some Hovey. Dude, I'm so tempted to just call it. Oh, just call it for a day. But let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, Bulls clearly have some type of momentum that's like kind of bringing us higher, bro. So it's just, and overnight we don't have the cleanest price action, we don't have the cleanest structure, so it's just tough to really make a call. We're at a key level to where we can clearly reject, but it's not being rejected. It's just not. We're just consolidating here, and buyers just show that they're a little stronger. That momentum of that buyers had has not slowed down. I mean, that news just really kind of kicked buyers into gear. And if we just look at why, let's see why. Let's see why. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know why. The news that came out at 10 a.m. wasn't that great. I mean, University of Michigan 5-year inflation final 4.2. It was forecasted at 4.6, and so that's red on financial juice. And then the University of Michigan 1-year inflation final 6.6, and it was forecasted at 7.1. So I mean that news isn't good. The only good news is University of Michigan sentiment final 52.2, and it was forecasted at 51.5, and that came out green. So I guess we like that reaction or something. I don't know. I guess the market likes that news. We've just been in just kind of like a drift higher, just pushing higher. Hmm. Why does my VWAP on my Project X look like that? I don't know why it does that. Are we pulling back? Did we have our structure? Our sellers stepping in? Maybe, maybe. Might take a swing if let's see the reaction here. Kind of want to trade price back to the New York if we reject here. Hmm. We're at the price levels to where the shorts worked out yesterday as well. What the hell? All right, so we're giving our trade a little bit of room to breathe. But if we break this structure right here, this like 19, then dude, we're just gonna get out, bro. We're gonna call it a day. Like, look at those bars just stepping out of nowhere, bro. Like, we get faked out like crazy. And again, I think it's just because I'm finding that that bullish momentum. I guess the bulls are just still in control, bro. They just hit pause for like a quick minute, and then they said, haha. It's like, nah. It's wild, bro. It's wild. I'm out, dude. I can't. Today's not the day. It's all good. We're down 120. We're done. Let me mark these trades up. Oh, tough day, dude. Tough day. Tough day. Short off the what seems to be rejection. The Tuesday VWAP, but I am just fighting the bullish momentum. Calling the top, to be honest. Stop was at structure from yesterday, but since we broke the recent lower high, so since we broke the recent higher high, I just cut the trade early. Choppy pre-market. All right, so I'm done until more structure builds later on today. If more structure wants to build later on today, or if we're just gonna be kind of ugly price action all day. But I don't know. If I'm reflecting on today, bro, like literally, like I took these two swings knowing that pre-market was this ugly, and whenever like I just knew that when pre-market looks like this, how it does on the left side, I don't trade the best. Like I just don't. Like these bars are just stacked, and we're still within that same price range that we were overnight. So it's like, is it smart for me to have taken those two trades? Honestly, no. If I'm being completely honest. Um, just again, just following the 15-minute chart. But hey, that's on me. It's all good. I'm gonna go and put these in my trade journal, and then we're gonna go and call it a day. Uh, that'd be so funny if it comes back down. It'd be so funny. I don't know. I don't think I'm in. I just don't feel like I have a good feel for this market right now. And we took another short. We took our other short was here. We did not take the full loss. We cut that trade real quick. Short off the what seemed to be rejection off the New York VWAP, but buyers just stepped in and was in control. Should not have been so quick to take this trade because of the amount of chop we have on the 15-minute. And I honestly don't have a clear sense of trend or direction. Better to wait for structure to form rather than getting faked out on the lower time frame. And those are honestly like very true lessons that I want to take from today. A little bit of impatience, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like I even opened up streams saying that I need to wait for structure, and I literally just didn't. So I mean, whose fault is that? Mine, right? So it is what it is. Just got to do better next week, you know. But we're chilling, bro. We're chilling. Literally, it's not the death. It's not the death of us, bro. It's not the death of us. One good trading week, we make back all the losses from this week. But yeah, this is definitely the terrible week that we had. I don't think we had a single green day this week. Just a very bad week. Just a very, very bad week. But I'm gonna take a step back this weekend, reflect, do some markups, just trying to study and review, see what I did wrong, just go over my DRCs and actually like do like weekly DRCs again. I need to do that. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think it's coming down now. Yeah, it's coming down now, but I'm staying out, bro. I'm not gonna revenge trade and try to get back in. I'm done, bro. I don't have a good sense of direction, dude. There's no clear structure right now. Like even if price comes down and retests in New York and then like I don't know, it's just it doesn't feel right to me, bro. Like look, we're still in the same price range. Like just ignore the lower time frame for a second, right? Just look at this 15-minute, dude. It looks so ugly. I don't want to trade this right now. Like we're just sideways, dude. I'm not good at trading this. I'm much better at trading once we have direction. When we have direction, I can trade this. I don't know. I just can't trade this. I cannot trade this at all. But all right, guys. Yeah, I mean that's we're gonna call it. It's 10:44. It's about time to call it. So catch you guys all later. We're gonna end stream here. God bless and have a great weekend.